Good evening and welcome to Roundtable. Today we have with us Mr. Sarath Ekanayake, Chief Minister of the Central Province. Good evening, Chief Minister.
Good evening to you.
This is like you are just completing 10 years of service to the Central Province. So tell us a bit about your career and about yourself, Minister.
Actually, I didn't have any intention of coming into the politics. But in 1999, the people wanted me to contest for the provincial council election, and I was elected from Matale district. So the very first time I got the opportunity of getting the appointment as the Chief Minister of the Central Province, that was due to another reason. Actually, my brother, Honorable Sarath Ekanayake, was named as the Chief Minister candidate, but he didn't contest. So what happened was, to take his place, I was appointed as the Chief Minister. That's a very short period, about 50 days I was the Chief Minister, but I think I managed to get the officials in the province. They were with me at that time, and after the 2000 election, general election, my brother went back to the parliament and I was given the opportunity to be a Chief Minister in the province. Since then I am the Chief Minister, apart from the 2 years that the famous 2002 general election, after crossing over by so many ministers to the UNP. That election we lost, and some of our members in the provincial council in the government party who also crossed over to the UNP, and I lost my Chief Minister post. But after 2 years, that is in 2004, the next election, I was appointed as the Chief Minister again. Since then I am there as the Chief Minister. Actually, my career as the Chief Minister started in 2004, not 1999. So I can't say that is my political career for 10 years now I have completed. But as a perfect, if I use the word perfect, Chief Minister post, that is from 2004. And that was the year that we came out with a good vision to the province. So we started with giving them the saying that our province has target-oriented programs, and we are trying to implement these programs, and that's how I started 2004 as the Chief Minister. But before that, yes.
So Minister, now from 2004, it has been some time. So if you look back, there are certain different sectors when we look at the Central Province. Let's touch on each aspect so that you can also talk about where the government failed and where the government did improvements and the achievements. So if we look at the industrial policy to the Central Province, to any province, industrial policy is very important. So my question to you is whether the industrial policy changed after post-war to suit the post-war needs, and to also address the fact that the world is now slowly coming out of a world economic recession.
Coming back to your question, so before that I would like to go back to where we started my career. So people should know who I am and what I was doing before coming into the politics. So I started as a teacher in a very remote area, but after that I got the opportunity.
What was that area?
That is Laggala. It is about 80 kilometers away from Matale city limits, very remote area, and I was teaching there for the poor students over there. And after that I got the opportunity to go to Norway to do my further studies. I finished my degree as an electronic engineer. But so I didn't have any intention to come into politics, but my brother was a cabinet minister in the last government, and I was the private secretary to him. That's how I came into the politics. The people wanted me to come to politics, so I took the challenge. So I think it was not a bad decision.
So it was an interesting sort of entry to politics from being a teacher from a very remote area to this point.
Yes. And coming back to what you were asking about the development in the province, so as I said earlier, so 2004, I started giving the some objectives that we could reach, going in par with the Mahinda Chintana. I didn't put away Mahinda Chintana and took my own decisions or own programs or own projects to the province. But Mahinda Chintana, whatever said and done, the people might come out with so many ideas, but we have to take it into consideration that Mahinda Chintana is by Honorable Mahinda Rajapaksa, His Excellency, what he has given to the people. In that Mahinda Chintana, if we could implement everything in that frame, we can make this country a better country. So we in the province also took that Mahinda Chintana as our guideline. So that's how we created our programs. Now, for instance, if I talk about the Jatika Saviya, which is in the Mahinda Chintana, so we have a separate project, what we call it Palat Saviya. So that the money allocated to the province, what we are getting. So always what we did was we tried to allocate those financial aids what we are getting from the government to the most valuable projects. I mean, what that gives the people something. If no, otherwise we didn't just use money for this thing and that thing, and we didn't spend.
What you're saying is that there were objectives and targets.
Targets, that's right. We are actually target-oriented province, so we are working towards that.
So if you look at the industry policy, is it a comprehensive industry policy that encompasses different industries? Is it like that?
Now, the industry policy, there is no industry policy as such yet. National very good policy is not implemented yet, but it is in the move now. But anyway, what I could say is in our province, we are rich in these industries, especially in the handicraft sector. We are very rich. Now, in our area, there are some villages that they are named as industries. From now, if we are talking about the brass industry, there are different villages where they do, for generations, they do this industry, and several villages. There's one village in Matale district, that is what we call it's Unaveruwa. That village is named for Sarath. This is, you know, the Sarath. That is only making one village in whole world. So
that is that village.
That village. So we from the industry ministry, we are giving them the fullest support.
What do you mean by the fullest support?
Now, what we did was we named it as a industry village, and I don't say that we are completed everything. Somebody might come out and say, what did you do? There's a road that is still in the same position or something like that. But we have started, and what we are doing is that we are giving the capacity building for the people of the area. Now we have sent so many people out of country to India, like countries like India, some exhibitions in some other countries, like, so they know, they have that exposure now. They know what to do, how to improve. Otherwise, they do their own way for the for generations they were doing this.
There's some sort of skills training, and is there
as well as and we give them the financial support as well.
And also, do you do something to sort of find new markets for them, that is locally?